Hello guys, and this is Rage Quit, and this time I'm playing Shen on Twisted Treeline. My friends convinced me to play on Twisted Treeline. I was like, fuck it, let's go Shen. It's like, why the fuck not? It's like with Shen being new and all, I wanted to try him out on Twisted Treeline. Anyway. So this is my first Twisted Treeline clip. And yeah, I thought why not? It's like I haven't done it yet, so for everything there's the first. So here's my first. So we have a pretty unconventional setup. We have Castle in bot lane, Shen top, and Yorick as jungler. It's like bringing out some old champions, even though Shen is now technically new. So first I'm gonna help Yorick clear the first buff. So, it's like, Shen has so much outplay potential these days that I was like, why not spice it up, and instead of going full tank Shen, I'm gonna go attack speed, AP attack speed Shen, but with the first item a tanky item, because I still need to be able to survive in the front line. So here I give a nice pull to the Gravedigger. It's like he barely took any damage, that's nice, and I play against the Vayne, which is interesting. It's actually a matchup that can happen in the top lane on Summoner's Rift as well. So now I'm just the typical, let's go farm boys. I actually use my Q a lot to farm, because it's really nice and handy to have. It's like it doesn't take that much energy, and the cooldown isn't that significantly long. So here Vayne's being super annoying. It's like using that range to the full advantage, like I can't really trade. It's like I'm waiting for my abilities to actually trade. Need my E and my W to properly trade with her. It's like the W obviously to counter her basic attacks, so she can't build true silver stacks. So I just pull my sword through her and then want to farm, but get naughty. So now I want to see if I can taunt her. I can taunt her. Pull the sword through her for extra damage. Yeah, Yorick comes in for a gank, but it doesn't really do anything. It's like the only thing that I have when you play jungle in Twisted Treeline is that you have such a predictable pattern, because most junglers kill sort of the packs at the same time, and then they don't respawn for a long time, so you always know that people are gonna be ganking at that point. So it's really predictable, as well as when you play against people. It's like, hey, my jungler is done with their 3 camps, now I need to play a little bit safe because their jungler is probably looking for a gank. And I also used to play terrible on Twisted Treeline, but lately I've been playing really well. So I tried to taunt in the tower, doesn't work, and here I just put my W and I block off their attacks. Yorick comes in too for some pokies. Not too fussed about Gragas being there. It's just gonna be annoying. Even more annoying to farm. That they actually do a lot more damage than I expected. I'm relaxing the Q first, because that's the only ability I think is worth leveling first. Because W is just it just lowers the cooldown, and the E is when it comes to the damaging and cooldown and everything. So it's mostly the Q anyway that does the damage and does the majority of what you do. So here I managed to hit him in my taunt. I ignite her. And then I don't know why she kept trading. You could try to trade with me, but pick up the first blood. No problem. Shen power. And then I started farming like a potato. So shit. See yourself miss so many. It's a bit shameful. That everyone misses farm. Even the big boys. But there I could have timed my shit a little better. Castan is getting ganked. And killed. Didn't have my ultimate yet, so I couldn't help. So yeah, I just built my first tank, my first and probably only tank item. Just going for the for the Shen phreak, because that item is so nice on Shen. Because you spend most of your time in the enemy team, so that means that Sunfire stacks are like constantly, Sunfire passive constantly ticking. You get health from it, which kills with your E, and you get armor from it, which is nice to have, obviously. So here, Gragas is there. I actually missed, like I should have taunted the other way to like position myself better, because I had to reposition myself for the Q. And here I just flashed away because I didn't want to get binded and stunned by Vayne and Lux. It's like I have to respect their combos a little bit. Yorick does not care. So just go back to farming. It's like soon I will hit my level 6 and then like the turnarounds can do. It's like I actually think that Shen's ultimate has a bigger impact on Twisted Treeline than it does on Summoner's Rift. Because on Summoner's Rift it's like people are, the ganks are generally like 2-on-1, they're not 3-on-1 or 4-on-1. So it means that you can like impact the impact that you make when you come in is like even bigger than you have it's like even in Summoner's Rift it's like huge if you teleport and then you start CCing and damaging everyone. But here it's actually like, because of the way like you can never have more than 3 people against you, it's actually even more potent than it is on Summoner's Rift, because you can have 5 people suddenly in your face. So yeah, I tried to do some shenanigans, but Gragas smelled something afoul. A ninja was afoot. Okay, bad joke, sorry. So yeah, I'm looking for, and like I'm trying to bait her into me, like to actually engage properly on me. So I pull my sword to her, but I missed my dash. And then I forgot that I had my sword back there, so I pressed my W, but it actually helped me to block a shot when I got knocked back into it. So it's something. Yeah, I started farming like this again. So like when you play Shen against a rage character, you just have to look for those taunts. Yeah, and I missed my taunt. Then I just let Yorick do the work because I fucked up and I was like, fuck, shame on family. So just instead I opt to farm. Yeah, I ulti on him to make sure that he stays alive. That's Donka Boni. So here there are like two people top, and I really want to defend, but I also have to respect the CC they put out. So I just let everything go. It's like it's not really worth dying for. Because if I die, then they take it, then they take everything. Because then they feel more confident. So it's a shame that I couldn't use my first ultimate to actually get something offensively going, but it saved Yorick, so it was worth it in the end. So here he goes deep and I'm like, oh, taunt him, put my blade through him. And then I just it's just an automatism to like press the W. It's like one of my Shen automatisms used to be the shield, so I keep pressing it all the time instantly, and it's like I only not press it instantly when I actually try to make a play with it. But if I don't want to make a play with it per se, then I like instantly just press it because of my Shen automatisms. Because Shen is like one of my most played characters. So yeah, I want to. It's like I'm constantly fishing for that engage, feeling confident I can take her. So I'm just farming away, looking at the farm, seeing how shit I was doing. So here you can see that Yorick is wanting to come for a gank. And it's like it's like when people start ganking, you need to make it happen, make it look like you're not gonna get, like you're not getting ganked. And here I walked a bit forward to see what she would do, and she instantly like backed off like crazy, and then Yorick is out of position and gets butchered by Lux. And Gragas was apparently also there. And then I love my E because the E actually starts doing more damage, I think, and the W is just a cooldown. And here I just run. It's like I knew that the Lux was sitting there like off to the side, so I knew that Vayne could be in me, like in range of me, like in 2 seconds as well. So here they used the ultimate. Gragas used his ultimate to knock me away, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, just move away. And here they use another ultimate for me. I don't know why they start spamming ultimates in my direction, but well, those aren't cool now. Guess they were a bit greedy and trying to get the kills. A bit overzealous. So my cooldown my ult is down, is up in 2 seconds. This means we're gonna make them plays. Capable of making them plays soon. So here I just teleport on Kassadin to keep his ass safe. And I'm like, oh, so you want to stop me from going in? Let me just melee you. And then she flashes away. I'm like, eh. Kassadin can fix another kill, so best ult ever. If you look at his HP as well. Zero goes in deep. I'm just following it. Yeah, I missed my dash. I got angry. I'm like, I want to kill. And then I ignite her. And she dies. And we get the ace. Very good. It's okay. The only reason why I flashed because I actually I dashed into the wall and I was like, why do I suck so much? But I got the kill in the end. With the lame ignites. I know that some people like play, like when they play like a champion can also replay support, they like to run exhaust. They like, oh, let's have a team fight with exhaust. And I understand it, but yeah, it's like I wasn't building the support Shen, I was building the kill everything Shen this game. Because I was planning to build the attack speed Shen. Because I had played it like, I tried like a Twisted Treeline where I built like only a Nash's Steward. And that actually worked like a charm. So here I'm gonna build full attack speed. But first, or full attack speed after my first 2 items. So here you can see that I'm gonna look into it. And you have the really long way around. Go for the Nash's Steward. So what I'm planning to build now is the Nash's Steward, then the Witch, and then the Blork. And I just want to see if how potent that can be. I actually think it's kind of cool to use because, and plus the AP on the Nash's Steward will actually make my ult scale better, and then do shield more damage. And by the way, there I saw that she was like in an angle where she could stab me into the wall and I didn't want to take the damage, so I just dashed away into a position where if she would E me, then she wouldn't stab me into the wall, but just knock me away. And yeah, I can see Gragas gonna be like, lol, no damage, please. And the reason why I built the Mercury threats is because of obviously because of the CC that they have with the condemn and the bind and everything else. So yeah, I want to taunt him on the tower, but I actually get denied. So now I'm just trying to kill the minions as much as I can, like hoping they don't push too much. And they back off fortunately. So back to farming again. So now we're a bit of a shitty phase where it's like I'm 2-0-3 and I'm going really well. But they have 2 towers. So they kind of pulled back that gold difference that was existing before. And they're actually probably like a little bit ahead now, I'm not sure. But I'm feeling like really confident now. I'm like, let's go build that attack speed AP. Because if I really needed to, then I would have built full tank anyway, even though I planned on best wannabe ward thing ever. But I just felt like I could do it. Build attack speed and AP. I just want to have fun this game. It's like even though they're probably, it's like I should still respect the Vayne, I was like, eh. So I just teleport away, or go back to base. Assuming that I could teleport back in if they need me. But then they go really deep and I teleport in on Kassadin. So I was hoping that we could like make an offensive play, but it ended up being a defensive play, so that kind of sucked. They got chunked more than I expected they would. And here I just bronze trap Vayne. She knocks me away, but it's still quite a hefty amount of damage. It's like I wanted to go in to ignite, but then Gragas came and I knew that probably Lux, yeah, and as you can see there in the ball lane, Lux was already like looking at it, so if I would have gone in there, Lux would have probably blinded me and then killed me. So I was like, let's play a little bit safe. So here to go in and I am following because I have, like, obviously have to. See if we can make a kill somewhere. But nope. So I go back to the top lane and go back to farming. It's like Fame's out farming me, but I'm not really worried about Fame, to be honest. It's like she hasn't made like those advanced Fame plays where you get like complete mind fucked and wrecked. So it's like normally Vanes do that already by this time. So I'm not really worried about it. So the Nash's dude, like I was figuring like the AP skills obviously on Shen's abilities, and then just attack speed. It just seems fun. It just seems fun to like actually like smack your sword into people, and as well when you pull the sword to people, you do get more attack speed. So that means you start smashing like an idiot. Which that idea appealed so much to me. And you just like play with on-hit damage, but from your Nash's Tooth and Wit's End, and then Blade the Ruined King if you get to finish it. So here I'm just waiting for an opportunity, and here Fane's actually in our jungle, and I'm like, lol, get taunted, son. Now you can see my damage actually. I actually do a lot of damage. Yeah, I'm just going for. I want to get Lux. I don't really care about Gragas. But here I'm like, let's go get Gragas anyway because Lux is already a bit too far. So yeah, I ignite him, and then he dies. 2 kills for the attack speed Shen. Oh well, the AP Shen. Tanky Shen. For Shen, yeah. So I have to say that Shen these days, actually, compared to his old Shen, it's like he has so much more outplay potential. And he's so much more fun to play in my opinion. It's like someone who main Shen, well mained, yeah, sort of, main Shen before. It's like I have to say I welcome this change. Because it makes one of my favorite champions. Yeah, one of my favorite, it's like not the favorite. But one of my most favorite champions is actually so much more fun to play now than like a one-dimensional. I'm gonna hit stuff and hope that I don't die, that they die before me, and I can't really do much about it. But just to throw my face at it, now I can actually like outplay people, which makes me a very happy Shen. Now I want to steal stuff from York, but I was too late. If I only had my Whirlpool Blade, I would be able to steal it. So I can see Gragas there. I'm just waiting around because I just want to see if I can do something, and then I'm like, shit! It's like Vayne and Lux show up at the same time. And they're probably gonna push top, so obviously off to the top lane. Now I'm just like seeing how much damage she does, and she doesn't do that much damage, and and here they're like, for some reason they were doing Valma. I was like, why the fuck are you doing Valma? So here I go in, and use my W, so I get blocked the damages there. And I just keep tanking there. And here I get ulted by Yorick. And I just keep going. And then while he's tower life, I can still cast my ultimate. So I just cast my ultimate on him. So he doesn't take any damage from the tower. And then I die, and Kassadin gets a triple. So I have no clue why they started Valma there. It's like, and especially with like me there and like Lux walking towards it. I was like, what do you think that I'm not gonna? It's like, if you're walking to Valma, I'm not gonna sit there like, hey, they're going to Valma, let's not do anything. So I just followed it, and I was just being annoying there, and I died for the glorious cause of the team. But I was like, so it's like, why the fuck? It's like doing Baron or something when we can see, like trying to sneak Baron whilst we see you going towards the Baron. It's like, what? It's like, okay. Then you can see that sexy attack speed going. It's like, now I'm getting, it's like, when I was playing I was getting excited now because I was like, I actually had attack speed. It's like I have 1.1 attack speed, that's unheard of on the Shen. Ish. Depends what kind of Shen you normally play. So actually, it's like because I don't play that much Twisted Treeline, it's like the only thing I really do is farm until I get like the opportunity to actually rush the tower. And yeah, they just go deep on York. I can want to see if I can make it on time. So here I flash taunt into Vayne, and then she dies. And the York just survives here, and then we just go on him and then kill him. I think I actually took the kill there, even though Gaston ignited, but Gaston has enough kills already, so it's a-okay. So here we're just gonna chase down the Lux. I know it generally doesn't work, so but Gaston really wants to go, so I'm gonna help him. There's no use. So I see the opening to go top lane now. And farm some and see if we can push something into the second tower. And I see that Vayne is back up again, and I know that they like to pile, so I just move off. And so here I'm gonna go for the Wit's End. It's like all that sexy on-hit effects stacking. And it also will make me tanky against Gragas and Lux. So technically I'm cheating a bit building semi-tank item. But it's still mostly attack speed item, and here I steal a little one because it's mine. So yeah, as you can see here, it's like I'm using the Q again to farm. It's like the cooldown is irrelevant, especially with a Nash Institute. It's like I don't have to care about that cooldown. It's back so quickly again. And I actually farm like a potato as per usual. So York is poking him like, hey, let's go, son. So York misses, Gragas misses his leap, and I managed to taunt Vayne. Cassidy explodes Lux. So I just keep trying to go in, but I miss my ability. And here Gragas with intent. It's like they should have run. I don't know why they're engaging us there. So Vayne stumbles. I try to taunt her, but I miss. So here I go back. We go back. York still wants to go ish. And again, it's like I use I keep using my 2 even though I don't need to, but or my W, but yeah. It's just a thing that I need to get out of my system. Like to actually only use when it's needed. So here they're pushing bot, and I'm gonna push top lane in as well. Oh, Chloe's attack speeds. So actually the York I was playing with actually suggested me to play the attack speed build, and I love using it. So here I was looking for the ultimate, but there's nothing really to ult. So yeah, I'm ulting to turn the fight around. Taunt of Dreams, get 2 people in the taunt. Thing gets exploded. I get rooted. Cassidy goes deep, managed to taunt Gragas so he can't kill him. And then I ignite Gragas and hope that he dies. But he saves himself with the noms and the potions. So sadly no kill for Shen. But I'm loving this build so far. It's like it's so much fun to play. It's like people don't expect you to build this build. It's like they're like, oh, full tank Shen, and then like suddenly you start doing damage and they're like, what? Why the fuck is this Shen doing damage? As you can see on the hits as well, it's just on the on-hit damage with the combined with the attack speed that's doing the damage, basically. It's like the Q plus on-hit damage. Oh, Q is technically on-hit damage as well. So yeah, we have to abandon threat because we're getting caught out. It's like even though they're not going good, it's like you never know. Especially not against the Vaynes. Like I've underestimated too many Vaynes, so. It's like I'm like, why is that Wit's End so expensive? I want to have fun and buy and have my items, not sit there and having to wait so much. But yeah, that's the entire point of the game. Farm so you can get items so you can kill people. So it's now for me personally, it's like at this point when it comes to Twisted Treeline, I really don't 100% know what I'm doing in the sense of objectives wise. It's like Valma always seems like an objective that's really stupid to take, because it's like the spoopies, they don't really add anything, like the spoopy effect to the minions. So what it ends up in being is like a stalemate, like a semi-stalemate, looking for fights and killing people. So here I ult on the York to save that, turn the fight around. Tante Vayne, she's dead. So you can actually see the hits from me on. So yeah, just on hit damage, and I take the kill with the dash. It's actually interesting that thing does so much damage now. So here we go for Valma. So now it's like a time to take Valma. It's like sort of like Valma is sort of like the dragon, like it used to be, but it's like the dragon in Summoners. It's like a thing you don't really take unless you can take it for free. That's what I've in my experience is. So here we actually almost died to Valma, or they almost died to Valma. So here I finally finished my witch end, and I'm like, ah, yeah, let's go Shen. See what we can do. So yeah, I'm looking at the block and like, ah, I want this item. Even more on hit damages. So I should have actually built a Rage Blade in retrospect, but it's alright. It's like maybe a Rage Blade is more fun actually, because then you can also get AP which skills on your normal abilities, but I was so focused on the plain attack speed on items that I didn't really think about building the Blade of the Ruined King. The Genshin's Rage Blade. Because it's like, it doesn't have attack speed on it, you don't build attack speed items. It's like, yeah, but it still gives you attack speed. Yeah, but there's no items on it. It doesn't give you passive attack speed. Yeah. It did. So now I have 1.49 attack speed, as you can see, it's like, hack, check, hack, check. So I want to ult him, but I was like, oh yeah, shit, I didn't have my ultimate. So you have taunt in, taunt all of them, taunt of dreams. And I massacre Vayne. I had to taunt on her. Boop, boop. As you can see, like this attack speed, you can actually see the hits like going off. It's so much fun. So it takes a while to get going with this build, but I was still really strong even without it. But now that I have it, it's like my damage is like, oh yeah. And here I was like, why the fuck did I not taunt him? It's like I missed him by like, I don't know, very little. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take ult instead. Salt. So the enemies weren't that good, but I have to say that this build was very effective against them. I have to say that like tanky deep like tanks who build DPS in Twisted Treeline have been working out really well for me. So I had a really good scar in the game today, where I just built where I just went like tank for the first few items and then like built a Rage Blade on top of it, and a Witch End, and I started completely wrecking them. So here I want to save Yorick, Taunt of Dreams again, 2 people, and then we just murder Vayne. Pull my blade through him. As you can see, like the damage is so stupid. Taunt him, and we kill him, and I'm like, nee, shit, and I survive. And then Lux dies to cast it. So you're like, guys, don't finish it. I want to try more. I try to finish my build more. As you can see, like the damage is like York got the kills, but that damage though on this build is so stupid. Especially on, it's like even tanks you can melt, because if you manage to pull the blade through them, you start doing HP damage, potential HP damage. So you can even like kill those health tanks like Gragas and all that shit. Oh, I think you do % damage. I think so. Quite sure. So as you can see, like the attack speed like that is just slaughtering stuff. And here I want to take it, and I didn't want to take it, and autopotting took me to anywhere. So here Castellan is trying to put a bronze trap on him, like, haha, I want to steal it, and I failed. I managed to take one little one. Yeah. So here they go in, and I missed my taunt on. Wow, did you see the damage? It's like Castellan finishes it off, but that damage though. Oh. Guys, like shit. I take the kill with the taunt again. It's actually really nice to actually do the damage with that. And here I'm like, Vayne, let's go. So I missed my taunt, but I pull it in me, and then I actually like did that combo right. this time. And like deny almost all the damage, then I just like kill her with my alt attack. It's so stupid and so much fun. But now you can like really see how strong this build actually is. And like the strength of Shen. And here the surrender. So yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this video, and I enjoyed playing it. And I'll talk to you guys later.